Alright, I'm back. Uh, yeah, so I'm going to rebuy a few games, games that were, games that I have that were that I just didn't like the condition of, games that didn't come with a booklet. And normally, I always buy my games with booklets, but sometimes when I'm reading a description on Amazon or eBay, and it says used very good, used like new, my my version of that's kind of random because somebody can have a like new copy that they're selling of a game, but it may just be the disc, but they may not specify. Some do, some don't. Like new at the very least means the disc is in okay shape. It could be anything from just the disc to the whole package. To the thing looking almost brand new. I've even bought some stuff that was described as like new, and when I received it, it was actually sealed, and I was like, okay, thanks. Used very good is the same thing. At the very minimum, you'll just get the disc. At the most, you'll get the whole package, unless the seller specifies. So a lot of times, I'll be looking on Amazon and I'll find like a copy that's like the cheapest, or like, let's say I found like the only like new or the only very good copy. I'll assume that it has everything just because I'm desperate. But then I get it and it's not there. So that happens. And yeah, the other stuff is just flat out lies, or just misconceptions. People have different opinions on what's used very good, what's used like new. So that's what these are. This was described as like new Legends, but when I received it, it wasn't like new. It was in bad condition. A lot of these were whatever. But usually my strategy is, if I get a game and it's not in the condition that I was expecting it to be in, but it works and it's functional and it has everything, like the booklet and the artwork, normally what I'll do is I'll just hang on to that and I'll look for like a disc-only copy, so that way I don't have to pay as much money. So that's what I do. Like, so if I get a game and it's not in the condition that I thought it would be in, as long as it's playable, I'll keep it. And and if it has everything or whatever, then I'll keep it and I'll buy another copy. But I'll only buy the disc if I can. But at the same time, you got to be careful with that, because you want to buy something that's in presentable condition as well, not just a crappy, ugly disc-only copy of the game. Same thing if I get a game, that I really want to get, and it's very expensive, and I get it like new, and it's in perfect condition, but there's no case or booklet, then I'll go look for a crappy copy that has everything, a case and a booklet. So yeah, my collection will be complete after I rebuy a lot of stuff, that I saw in my collection that needs another copy. And I do that because, like, I'm keeping these games forever, or, until further notice. And I don't just want to have copies. I want to have, presentable looking copies. I don't want a collection of games that are all scratched up and dirty. I want to have something presentable. And the other reason is that some games I just like that. I don't know. I've kind of gotten into the habit of just buying second copies of stuff of certain games, rare games that I consider rare, games that are just I mean there are some games that I have, like Mannequin 2, which has like 10 endings. I buy second copies of it. Usually RPGs or something rare, I'll buy 2 copies of it. Anyways, I could talk about that all day. I said I wouldn't do this, make the video too long, but anyways. Now for what this video is supposed to be about. Game pickups. First thing I have here is Way of the Samurai 2 booklet. I bought Way of the Samurai 2 and Part 1 a long time ago. And this month, came around, and I was like, all right, I was going over like some games that I wanted to buy. Because like I said, my list of games, this stack right here, I don't really, every month I don't really go out buying replacements. I'll buy other games on my list. So like I don't always work on this stack, touching it up or whatever, as much as I should. But this month came along and I was like, all right, well, there's a bunch of games that I need to rebuy. This was one of them. So now, I was online and I was like, man, I really don't want to buy, a whole copy of the game, because I knew, like, even though I only needed the booklet, I knew that, like, I was going to want something that at the very least sounded presentable. So I checked eBay, because eBay, you got to be careful, because some things on eBay you can get only the booklet of, and some things you can't. It's like you can't just do that with every game. You can't just type in, oh, give me Warhammer Fire Warrior for the PS2, only the booklet. Which gives me an idea. I may do that. Comic-Con is coming along. I know I'm all over the place, but Comic-Con is coming along this year to where I live. And if I can't give these away, I'll probably maybe I'll sell them on eBay for like $1 a piece. But my years of collecting has left me with a lot of extras. I forgot to show these off real quick. I'll give these away at Comic-Con. There's those, and I have another stack. And I also have, yikes, I'm all over the place today. I talk too much. Cover art as well. There's probably like 30 of these here. So I went on eBay and I was like, all right, before I spend $17 or $20 on this copy of Way of the Samurai, I'm just going to type in booklet and see if they have it. And sure enough, they did. So, yeah, I've had part 1 and part 2 sitting on my shelf for the longest time, for like years. Oh, it took me such a long time because I didn't feel like buying another copy, because I didn't think I'd be able to get a disc-only copy. But I have it now, so that's complete. And that'll be going on my official game shelf. Samurai Jack. Everything's included. Same thing with, well, this one's kind of messed up, but it's okay. I was looking for a disc only, like a very good disc only copy, and I saw one that had everything, and I was like, okay, well, the case is messed up, but I could always salvage the booklet, give that away or something. And this is my second copy, and it's not in great shape. There's a lot of I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh my goodness. Take my word for it. It's not good. It's not good at all. I mean, it looks clear right here, but there's a lot of there's markings that you get on your disc, like if it rubs paper, particularly the paper of your booklet, and it's like fudge marks or smudge marks that don't come out. The outside of the disc looks great. The ring looks pretty good. The outer ring, or the whatever you want to call it, the perimeter, looks nice and shiny. But the disc is not in great shape. So I'm kind of at a roadblock here. I'm thinking, should I buy a third copy of the game or no? Because this one is in bad shape as well. You can't really see it, but take my word for it. It's very smudgy. So I'm guessing I'll buy a third copy, because at the end of the day, I do want to have another copy. I do want to have like a presentable copy, since it'll be my last copy. Then here we have Land of the Dead. This is a game that I've been wanting for that I've seen for a long time, but I didn't really want. I want it because, although I'm not really into zombie games, especially now, I didn't mind buying this one because zombie games weren't as numerous